this is it. Any questions from the audience? You know the drill, you know how it goes. So let's go with next startup, startup number 6. The late Clayton Christensen, famous for the innovator's dilemma, was hired by McDonald's. The aim was to sell more milkshakes, since they are a high margin. McDonald's thought they understood their customers and had tried all kinds of different things, you know, like changing flavors, sizes, prices, movie tie-ins. Nothing worked. Christensen simply observed the client, the when, the why, and the how people were buying those milkshakes. By doing so, he uncovered a powerful insight. Customers bought milkshakes as a high-energy boost they could easily take on their way to the office, to work, in their car. It was totally unexpected. Nobody have thought of that. If you don't understand your customer, you could be making all kinds of wrong assumptions, which is why our next startup is here to tell us the when, the why, and the how of your customers. So to give us all the details, we have with us the VP of Sales, Lorena Guerrero. Welcome, Lorena. Woo! Woo! Come on, Lorena. Vamos.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Lorena Guerrero, and I have been working for more than 15 years helping companies improve their customer experience. But as a customer myself, I realized there is much to be done. I had bad experiences when I deal with companies. My bank keeps telling me I should open an account for my kids. I don't have any kids. Why is this happening? Because in the digital world, companies don't know their customers anymore. They have our data, they don't know how to use it. This is at least what 95% of the companies admit. We think it's time that the business units of the companies have the right tools to leverage the customer data so they can know their whens, whys, and hows. It's time to build digital empathy. At WhenWhyHow, we have developed that solution, the behavioral customer data platform for the business units. Let me explain you 3 things that my bank could do differently with WhenWhyHow. First, instead of relying on IT, it would be the business units, the owners of the data, because using WhenWhyHow doesn't require any technical expertise. Second, instead of having different customer profiles on different platforms, there will be only one single place with all the relevant customer information. And third, instead of having basic segmentations like age or gender, they could use advanced analytics to really get to know their customers. For example, they could know if any of my actions, if purchase or an investment, is the result of an external event like a market crash or the reputation in media. And this advanced analytics is what makes WhenWhyHow different from any other customer data platform or CDP in the market. Talking about the market, I want you to have a look to these numbers, especially its growth, more than 24% every year. Gartner says that in the next few years, most of the CDP vendors will be acquired by larger companies. We think this is a great opportunity, especially here in Spain, because we know that companies are looking for solutions like ours, and we're the first customer data platform in the country, and that's why we're looking for 300K to grow our team, to go and work in our product, and become the customer data platform of reference in Spain, and why not in Europe. We think we're in the good track because Gartner named us last year Cool Vendor, and this is the team that will make that possible. Raquel Roda, our technical lead, who turns data into intelligence. Juan Mateo, our CEO, second-time founder, who is the innovator, who is the visionary, and myself, the customer experience advocate. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well done, Lorena. Juan Mateo. Juan, where are you, Juan? Juan? Raise it. He's there. He's here, so you know, he's here. Yes, so people can see you and speak to you as well. Okay, Lorena, we have some questions for you. Who is your target customer? Which companies?
Well, we are focused right now in fintech, and we are going to move probably later to other spaces like InsurTech or travel, because what we are looking for is kind of companies that have a lot of interaction with the customers, a lot of data, and also because we can process behaviors of the customers with external events. We're looking for verticals where the customers are influenced very highly by the world. For example, an airline could be one of the target companies because, you cancel your flights when you see a storm is coming, or because you read the news and you see that there's going to be a pilot strike. And we're starting with fintech because we think they have all that data that people do a lot of things to with regarding external events, but yeah, we're not close to that.
Okay. They're asking you about the competition. You are obsessed with the competition.
Yeah.
This audience, they're all asking about the competition. There is competition. Yeah, and there is not, there will be, if we're good enough. They're asking you, what about the competition?
The competition. Yeah, there are big players now. This is still something new. In fact, when Gartner named us cool vendor, there wasn't this CDP classification, and they call us CRM. Okay, well, we're nearby, and we know that there are more and more vendors in this CDP area. The biggest are Segment, for example, Tealium, Exponea, and what we are seeing is what Gartner said too, that they're being acquired by larger companies. For example, Segment was acquired by Twilio a few months ago, and some of other CDP vendors are acquired by CRM companies. So yeah, it's a little bit mingled, this market.
My God, lots of questions. I don't know if there are any from the audience. We ran out of time. There's a couple of very quick ones. There's an investor here somewhere or there. He wants to know. There are different questions, but I'm going to put them together. When did you launch, and which could be your exit? Venga, rapidito,
the exit, well, it's a little bit too early for an exit. We are just incubated, but of course.
They want to know. They want to know.
In a few years, we think that one of these companies, like a CRM vendor, a contact center as a service vendor, or a bank as a service vendor, could be our buyer. Yeah.
Okay.
And if not, in some years, it could be also an IPO. Well,
there's exits. There's plenty of options.
A lot of exits.
Don't suffer for that. Just put the money first. Quickly. I don't know, a ver. How are you affected by GDPR, and what do you do to assure data privacy? Very quickly, Lorena.
Yeah, I'm very happy because we respect GDPR. We don't store any sensitive data, so we use just identifiers. We don't store the customer's emails or numbers. Nothing.
Nothing.
So
no worries. No worries.
Hakuna
Matata. Okay. Off you go, Lorena Guerrero. Thank you so much. Well done.
Thank you.
From trading. All right. Startup number 7. Let's go back in time again.